What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trey's Trades, where we give technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert. I am just some random dude on YouTube, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple of years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some pretty bad medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work really hard and invest my money in the market, and I am happy to say that I am now a financially free guy and doing very well for myself. So if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools to you guys to make your lives a little bit better off than they were before, that's all a guy can ask for. Lastly, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every day, multiple times a day. And with that being said, today we're going to be giving a little bit of an update on ticker symbol MVIS, Microvision Incorporated. This is one of the stocks that I try to update daily, as I do have a very heavy position in this stock. I will pull up my positions, and I have about 1,978 shares in this stock at a dollar cost average of $6.78, and I am down a pretty decent amount in this right now. I am down about a little over $2,000. However, I so firmly and strongly believe in this stock that I am not going to sell no matter what, because I see this being a huge hold for the year of 2021 and some great things happening. So for this video, we're going to talk about the average volume that we've been seeing on MVIS. We're going to talk about the volume weighted moving average, bullish and bearish trends, a macroscopic and microscopic view on the stock price action, as well as establish resistance and support levels in both the 6-month chart and the 1-day, 1-minute chart. That way, if you're a mid to long-term investor, you can play it that way, or if you're a swing or day trader, you can play it that way as well. But before we get going, we're going to give a brief overview of what the company is in case you're new to the channel. Microvision Incorporated engages in the development of laser beam scanning technology. It offers its product under the Pico-P brand. Pico-P scanning technology has addressing the following market segments: interactive and non-interactive projected displays, 3D perceptive lidar sensing for consumer electronics, augmented mixed reality, and 3D perceptive lidar sensing for automotive active collision avoidance. They are headquartered in Redmond, Washington. And one of my subscribers, I know this doesn't really matter, but one of my subscribers said that they live pretty close to Microvision, so that's pretty cool. Whoever you were, I remember that conversation. So Microvision is a really cool company because they're currently working on lidar that they are planning on presenting for automotive use in April. Now, we're expecting this presentation sometime in April, and I believe that if we get any sort of public relations or news catalyst talking about how this research is going, how the progress is going towards lidar automotive, we should see a pretty significant bump in Microvision. And we have also just recently passed an NDAA override on the defense bill for $740 billion. Now, this is a big deal because Microvision has IVAS technology, which is what is used in U.S. Army aviators. They wear this on their kevlars or helmets. That's what we call it in the Army, is kevlars, and it helps them navigate the skies more freely. This is a big deal. It's a huge tie to the Army. It's a huge source of revenue that could possibly come in the future, and I do see this generating some revenue for the year of 2021. Of course, we'll have to wait until Q4 statements come out, but I do think they are going to be positive. We're going to see some growth, and it should be a very solid gig. So with that being said, let's establish some levels of support and resistance in the 6-month chart. We do have a little better confirmation right here of the 510 resistance level. We do have 2 candlesticks that have touched in the last 2 days, and we also have a little bit of price action happening right here. We had a couple days of consolidation. We had a candlestick touch. We had this red candle, a little bit of selling pressure. We had some buyers try to shoot the price up. However, it was weak. We had stronger selling pressure, so we did have a down day that day, and 511, 510 is looking like a very solid resistance level. Now, in the near side, or support level, as I was. Very solid support level. And in the 6-month chart, we do have a couple of different resistance levels to pay attention to. We do have this right here, 665, as an immediate resistance level, which is coincidentally where the volume weighted moving average is trading right now. And then in the long term, we're going to have to touch a couple different levels to get back to all-time highs. We're looking at $7.65, which I think is a little ways down the road, but it will eventually happen. And then we are peaked out at $9.75. We did see this price valuation on the 22nd of December. Now, the volume-weighted moving average, what this is indicating to us is that we are in extremely bearish territory. We have been on a bearish run for quite some time now. You can see out of the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days that only one day was bullish, and it was not much price moving, right? We went from, $6.01 to $6.18 as a close. Although we did reach $6.63, we did not hold those levels. So we are in bearish territory. The downward pressure, the selling pressure may continue, and we may retest this 511 support. Now, I can see this playing out a couple different ways, right? 511 is the acting level of support. We may see a bounce off of this 511 mark, right? It may shoot here, come back up, and we could work our way back up towards 665, right? That is a possibility. The other possibility is going to be that we see that we retest this 511 support level, and then we drop down to lower lows, in which case the next level of support is looking right around here. We do have a level of support, which was a prior level of resistance right around $4. Now, this is a pretty significant sell-off. Maybe we could argue we have a secondary support right here at about $4.81. We do have a candlestick touching right here. So it is possible that we see this first. However, if we do drop below $4.81, $4 is most likely the next area that we drop down to. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to drop down to $4. However, I am saying that we are currently on a bearish trend. And it's not fun for me to watch either, right? I've got a pretty heavy stake in this stock. I am down a decent amount of money, but if we do continue to drop, that is not a reason to panic. That is not a reason to sell. If anything, if you believe in this company long term, of course, do your own due diligence, make your own financial decisions. But I believe in this company long term. I think it's going to do good things for this year and many years to come. The best thing to do when the stock drops like that is to improve your position by buying more shares at a lower price valuation. You're going to dollar cost average down. And I was asked what dollar cost average means. It just means that you purchase shares at a lower price than you are currently averaged out at, thus lowering your average cost to a new price valuation. So if we do drop down to 481, I would dollar cost average down if you're going to hold this mid to long term. If we drop down to $4, that is a huge buying opportunity, a great opportunity to dollar cost average and increase your position in the stock. And that is what I would be personally doing if we do see the stock continue to drop. Now, the other way that this can play out is we see the stock bounce off of 511 and approach 665, like I had mentioned prior. And if we do bounce back to 665, we may see a little bit of price action and a little bit of consolidation between these ranges right here. 598, we'll just call that $6. We may see a little bit of a bounce between $6 and 665. So, something looking like this, 665. Back down to $6 and then back up to 665. And ideally, that is what we're looking for, is a little bit of consolidation to build a better base, build higher lows and higher highs, moving towards the next overall bullish trend. Now, the volume is higher than it has been in the past, and I do like to see that. However, as I've stated, volume drives volatility and volatility drives higher price valuations. On the flip side, it can do the same thing, right? So since we're seeing more volume, we are seeing more harsh sell-offs. And I do believe that this stock is in pretty oversold territory. If you pull up the RSI, which is the relative strength index, it does indicate how the stock is trending. And you can see that we have been trending towards this 30 RSI, which is an indicator of oversold territory. So we were pretty drastically overbought when we reached this 975, and that is why we were seeing a correction. When you see a run up from, $1.80 all the way up to $9.75 in a matter of 2 weeks, you are going to have a price correction. You're going to give some of that back. And BioNano, which is a stock that I was just recently in, I'll make a video on that in another situation, is up about 1,000 and some percent over the last week, and it is going to do the same thing. I 100% guarantee it. When it'll happen, who knows, right? We can't predict the future. If we could, we'd be making millions of dollars and we'd be wizards, but this is a normal trend in the market, right? So don't panic. That is all that I can say, is if you really believe in this company, don't panic sell. You're going to regret it. If you're going to do anything, if you're going to sell at let's say 520, the best case scenario, if you're not going to dollar cost average, is to get out and then get back in when you see the price get lower. But I'd recommend just dollar cost averaging, because you never know when we're going to hit the bottom on a stock, right? This could be the bottom right here for all we know. We could begin a bullish run very soon. It's just tough to say. So that is a 6-month chart. We have here the 1 day, 1 minute chart if you're a day or swing trader. And we do currently have, 515 as a immediate level of support. We did touch down to 510 as we spoke about here. So it is possible that we see that as a secondary level of support. So I'll just draw that up so you have it there to look at. $5.10. We have one candlestick confirmation here. And then our next level of support, which is right now acting as a level of resistance, is going to be right here at 528. And then again at right about here, 547. And this acted as a level of resistance in the past. You can see that we had a false breakout, drop back down, resistance, 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 price rejection, heavy selling pressure, and this is where we've kind of been consolidating, is between, you know, this 515 and 525 range. So this is currently where the price is sitting. Now, one thing that I do find interesting about this stock and the current price action is you see a lot of movement in the after hours and pre-market. Typically, we see a decent amount of run up either in the after hours or the pre-market. Like you can see here, had a pretty solid run up from, you know, 529 to all the way up to 565, and then we did touch over $6 today. So if you are a day or swing trader, it may not be a terrible idea to buy into a stock before close and see how the price action plays out, as this stock does have a tendency to gap either up or down. We do have quite a bit of price action in all these zones, so there's not a huge amount of risk with the gapping, I would say, but that is also a way that you can play it. Just keep that in mind. The overall trend of this stock, it does tend to have a little bit of movement in the after hours and pre-market. So with that being said, we have one more level of resistance that I want you to look at, and that is going to be right about here at 594, and then again at $6. I'm not going to draw that up. You guys can see that at $6. So if you are looking to get into the stock right now, it does seem like shorting it is the momentum, right? We are in very bearish territory. So the best case scenario for you most likely is going to be we retest this 515 and then 510 support level. It does not bounce. It drops. You enter your position there. And then you can see that we have a secondary support at 481. If you see price rejection here, we drop below, we don't bounce, you know, then you're looking at $4 is where we see the most amount of price action in the future. So you could probably make a pretty decent profit off of shorting this stock. I'm not personally going to do it because I'm not going to bet against a company that I really believe in, but that is an option, right? If we do switch over to a bullish trend on this stock, you could say, all right, we're going to bounce off 515, we break through 529, break through 547. This is going to be a great entry point for you, right? Let's say that we open the market right around here and we come down to 515, we bounce, we break through these resistance levels, we come up to 594. You know, you got a pretty solid margin of return there. So there's a couple different ways that you can play this, but I would just write these numbers down as potential entry and exit points, depending on how much risk you like to take, what you're looking for a margin. Personally, when I'm day or swing trading, I like to aim for anywhere between 10 to 30%. You're doing pretty well for yourself. Of course, that's not quite going to be possible with this. You know, it could be. It's tough to say. I mean, we did start the day up 10%, and then now we're down the day, I don't know, 3%. So that's about a 13%, you know, margin right there. So you can make a pretty decent profit off of this if you're looking for a one-day quick bat to first base, you know. So that is what I would do if you were a day or swing trader on Microvision. So that is what I have on the updated price action on Microvision. I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. I will try to get to you all as best as I can. I am long on this stock. I really, really highly believe in what they're going to do in 2021. I do have a large stake in this, as you saw in my portfolio. I am down a large sum of money at the moment, but that does not scare me in the least bit, right? This is a penny stock, of course, so it is very highly volatile. There is risk involved. So make sure that you do your own risk management, decide if this is a worthwhile investment for you, if you're going to be able to stomach being down 15, 20%, 5%, whatever it ends up being until we get the next run up. Make sure that you decide that's worth it for you. It is for me because I've done a lot of research on this company. I believe in what they're doing, but that is not going to be meant for everybody. So that is what I have for Microvision. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, and also consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. I do cover Microvision every single day, so if you'd like an update on the stock, you can get it that way. And lastly, I do have an affiliate to TubeBuddy in the description box down below, and TubeBuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay a $9 per month subscription fee for, and I highly attribute TubeBuddy to being able to grow to 1,000 subscribers in only 17 days, right? Because what they do is they optimize your thumbnail, your title, your tags, your description, and they rank you amongst other videos, so you can see how your video is searching on YouTube. So if that interests you, if you're a content creator or you're thinking about being a content creator, I couldn't recommend it more. If you do use my affiliate link, I do receive a commission off of your purchase, and it is a great way to support the channel. So if you're not interested, that is totally okay. I'm just glad to have you here as part of the community here at Trey's Trades, and that is what I have for the video. So thank you for coming to the video, my friends, and I will see you all next time. Peace.